Hello and a very happy Republic Day to all my viewers in India. Today we are going to take up a case study of an e-commerce business startup in India looking for getting compliant with the data privacy system of the DPDP Act 2023. We are all preparing to get ready for it. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy. It's a case study to talk about their readiness for the Indian DPDP Act. We have been talking about this always. Remember, privacy is not just compliance, it's far beyond that. Your customer trust and the safety of your future of your business is lot dependent on privacy items these days. Why? If someone's personal data is breached out of your network and it gets misused, then it's your reputation that is at stake, right? Breach avoidance, misuse of personal data collected by you or on your behalf is very, very important factor. And as per the Indian DPDP Act, anything that you process, which means any personal data that you collect, store, utilize, share with third parties for any of the business processes, and delete it in future from your repositories, you need to comply with the DPDP Act, right? So you need to be ready with compliance is one part. 250 crores is the only fine if a breach is found and you get into issues with it. The other important thing is the business trust in the market reputation of your brand, right? So we pick up e-commerce startup now, and we'll get into more such case stories in the coming up videos as well. So the key challenge for this guy is that he's collecting a lot of customer data, absolutely personal data, because he has to deliver things at your home. He has to collect payment online. They do have cash on delivery option, but that's not the only option. Many of us prefer that we pay online while we are placing the order, either through the credit cards or even the payment gateways, right? But the deliveries need addresses, and therefore you have sensitive data. Then you also want to use this personal data of your existing customers for future marketing. So that's another important aspect. So they need to protect themselves from breach. They need to stay compliant as well as protect from breach. E-commerce, losing customer trust, that getting marketed could be another very, very difficult thing to handle. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, we in India are now preparing ourselves for being compliant with the DPDP Act, right? So what did they do? Remember, we are talking of small and medium enterprises, and small and medium enterprises don't really have too much of budgets as well. So what did they do? They first of all created a basic inventory of their data, right? How is the data being collected? How is it being stored? How is it being utilized? A complete inventory and flowchart of this personal data that they collected. Till this time, everyone thought a database is a database and it's an enterprise data. But a database having data related to your customers, their name, their address, their phone number, their payment details, is a database that has personal data, right? So they created all these process inventories on spreadsheets. They picked up a few policy templates and matched them with their business needs, with their business promises that they have made to their customers, and fine-tune them and customize the policy for their own organization, mapping them with the customer promise and their business style. Enable role-based access and encryption, which we studied in the last video also, are small things that you can do through the operating system features itself. And they ensured that the payment gateways are very, very secure, and added privacy clauses in their employee contracts. Now, why employee contracts becoming very, very important here? Because for an e-commerce site, a lot of work has to be done. Someone is going to pack the material, someone is going to put the dispatch label. So first of putting the dispatch label, knows the address and the phone number, right? So I have categorically picked up employee here. It could be third party contracts also, because you may not, and small and medium enterprise may be still doing everything on their own, saving their costs. But as you become large, as you expand into multiple geographies, you'll have a lot of other third party vendors as well. So get ready, start working on those contracts with your internal employees, and in future get ready to be applying similar things on a larger scale with your vendors as well. So the key takeaways here are: you start small in a small organization, easy to build processes, easy to customize processes, use affordable tools like spreadsheets that we mentioned here, encryption tools, role-based access from inbuilt system of your operating system, etc. Use free templates available, redesign them, customize them as per your needs. Keep privacy in mind when you are designing any process. Make sure that your staff is not playing around with customer information or customer data. Use them to build your own privacy policies and notice. Leverage open source software and open templates. And finally, customize your own privacy framework so that your customers are confident about you, and more so, you're confident about handling the personal data of your customers without spending too much of money on it. Once you are ready with this process, as you keep expanding, while you plan your expansion, you know what cost could get added. Right? You may not always be using spreadsheets when you have a multi-city, multi-country operation, but then you would not be an SME in that case. You will be an enterprise, and then you would have to budget in, afford the larger tools, because then the compliances also would be of multi-countries, right? So start small as an SME, grow your privacy also like your business grows otherwise. I hope you like the content of this video. Please press the bell and the like icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.